Hello. So now we have the video feed as well. Welcome to another DCS live. Here we will prepare a mission where we'll try to set up a convoy, and we'll set up a flight of F-18s that will attack that convoy and prevent it from reaching the target zone. So this video will learn how to work basically with mission editor, doing a simple task of some vehicles on the road that are going towards a certain direction. That's the first step. And the other step, it's actually setting up the F-18s for the ground attack task. So let's start from the step one, making the convoy. So let's find a road that is suitable for us. Let's see if we can go with satellite or map view more like. So these are the roads, I assume. And let's say that they are trying to go towards Sukumi airfield. And let's find this like 40 to 50. Maybe it's too much. Let's say 20 nautical miles. So let's say that they're going from this position. So let's say that they're going from this town, they're messing up, crossing this bridge and going towards Sukumi. And now let's switch to other map view. Let's say that they're starting from here. So what we want to do is add some ground eagles from this tab. And let's go to put them as Red Force. This is an earlier map they've done some same ground attack mission, but this time we'll repurpose it to our own convoy attack mission. So let's see, 20 nautical miles should be enough time for them to get somewhere on the road, maybe like halfway across or even closer to the airfield, and us to intercept them. So let's say that they're starting from here. And again, ground vehicle. Let's go for red team. Armor, and let's start first with a tank. And okay, we have to say main battletech MBT. Let's say that there are some T90. Let's say that a strong tank starts the column. And if we zoom in here, you can see that now we have represented also the vehicle and its direction. So let's put it in this direction. This one. Let's give a waypoint and tell the waypoint that it's on road. And let's make these guys go all the way here to the buildings. Okay, here, and from the buildings, let's add another one that will be off-road. On road 1. Let's add another one that we'll put here. And 2 will be off-road. They will go. Okay, now we added the third one. We move the second here and move the third one around here. Let's say that this is the point that they want to reach, and they say they captured our airfield. Okay, so we can see the road that they will take is this. This is a rail line, I guess. And this is a road. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's check on satellite. Yes, these are rail lines, and this is the actual direction that they will take. Okay, good. So we come back to our tank and we go to this type of view and we say that we want more stuff to be here. Let's add another one, and this time we will have, let's say, 2 tanks. And then we will have some IFVs. Let's say that they are BTR82s, let's say. Ah, the first one changed. Okay, that's my mistake. MBT T90, and then we have to go here and select that we want to modify the third vehicle. And this is going to be IFV. So 82, not the 82, BTR82. And let's add another one. So these are carrying troop, let's say, that they are bringing to control the airfield. Let's add the fifth one. And the fifth one will be an APC. And it's gonna be a BTR80. So this guy is carrying also troops. These are IFVs, they are more heavily armed. Okay, let's add a few of these, like this manner. So we have 9 vehicles in total. Okay. And after these, we will add another one. And we'll say that these are trucks. Let's add some trucks. Support and logistics, maybe. Let's see. See if we can find. Okay, these like trucks that carry supplies. Let's find another type of truck. Okay, this is more like it. And let's add a few of these as well. And at the end, we will add some anti-aircraft. I really hope that the range of these vehicles is not only limited to these circles, but I guess these are the engagement radius circles, maybe. But we'll see when we run the simulation. Okay, so here we have our little column that is moving to capture the airfield. And what will add another one, and this time this will be air defense. And let's add here. Let's add something more powerful. Like some SPA self-propelled anti-aircraft, and let's see if... Okay, so these are with the guns, but we want something with missiles. Let's maybe. Okay, so these are the SA9s. Okay, I think these are with heat-seeking missiles. Or this one is with the radar. So these are maybe radar guided. Okay, let's add one of these and change it to an SA9. Okay, so we have two types, one radar guided and one IR guided. And these should protect the convoy. Okay, so we have our convoy set up. And what we can do is add the speed which they are going. Let's say that they are heading with 20 kiloknots. It's possible. Let's see if it allows us. Say that. Yeah, it allows. Let's see, give it a little bit more than, let's say, 30. And we'll see how much time it takes when we run the simulation. Okay, so we have our little column that we'll try to go towards our airfield. Next step would be to configure our F-18s. So let's zoom in. This is the aircraft carrier, and these planes are static objects only. And this is our F-18. Let's delete a few of our waypoints that we had previously, like so. And let's switch to ground attack. Okay, now we have switched the F-18 to the ground attack role. And let's also set up the weaponry. So, let's see how far away we are, first of all, from the actual column. So we are like 80 nautical miles out. That's some distance, but it's gonna be okay, I guess, because we will set up the F-18 in the following way. We will put on one drop tank in the middle, like here, fuel tank. We will keep this targeting pod because we will have to, and we want to engage our tanks, and also to be able to see them from further away. And now let's add 2 air-to-ground missiles, and let's put them IR guided, like this. Because these are fire and forget, we don't have to lace them with our targeting pod. Let's do the same. This pylon as well. So we have 2 rockets. Maybe we should move them to the outside. And here we should put some laser guided bombs. Let's put the bombs in. Because with these types of weaponry, we can have multiple targets engaged. What I mean by that, we have 4 bombs, that would mean 4 targets. Like so. And we'll have the longer ranged missiles or the dangerous targets like the anti-air. Okay, and this loadout should be able to help us to get to the target area and destroy most of their ground forces from the convoy. Let's fill up and put high explosive armor piercing incendiary rockets in, and chaff and flare equal and gun fully loaded. Okay, that's good. After we've done this, what we want to do is add one more guy, but this will take from parking hut. Okay, and this guy will be ace plus ace, ace, and ace. So we have a flight of 4 F-18s. But for our simulation, we wanted to put also the first one instead of client. We will have it at ace level, so they will actually execute the mission. So what we want to do, we want to add waypoints. So we want to get there towards our target area. We want to tell the guys that, okay, let's see, 5 nautical miles. Click, first waypoint. And this one is altitude. I set it up to radar meter and I can give 500 feet. That's 300 knots. Okay. Then after these guys reach this point, we'll add waypoint number 2. Let's say that this is at 40 nautical miles, and this will be at 25,000 feet. At okay, barometric. Now we have to switch to barometric. So 25,000 feet. at 350. So we are just coasting towards our target zone. And we'll add another one here. And we'll move the second one like so. And the third one is there. And let's add a fourth one that will mark our airfield. And to mark the airfield, we go to parametric and we put it at 0. If we put it at 0, that means that we'll have it at ground level. Let's sorry, let's try something. So we move the 4 here, which is in the middle. And we will add a perform task. And we'll say on the ground attack, let's see if we can add them somehow to attack these group over here. Map object, not really. Strafing. There's still a position. It's done. This is a little bit confusing. Maybe we have to switch it instead of ground attack. We have to switch it to something else. This is formation. Carpet bombing, definitely not. Yes, let's say that we want to do a close air support, CAS mission instead of ground attack. And this time we can say attack group. And if we just come here and click on it, then we will attack this group over here. And we can go to waypoint 3 and delete waypoint 3, and this becomes waypoint 3. So we have to move this one over here. Let's say around 30 nautical miles. They found and they identify target. Let's move this one at 25,000 feet as well. Okay, so if everything is correctly set up, we should have our aircraft here. It's the strike group. And they should be flying towards here, and after that attacking this column. Maybe we want to change the loadout of the other aircraft in our flight. But we'll see how this will actually play out. So let's just save the mission and roll it. So this is good. The aircrafts are rolling into launch position. So let's just speed up the process. Okay, so they are airborne. Let's go to see what our column what our column is actually doing. So our column is also advancing. Let's see them. Okay, so this is sped up 8 times. They are going not so fast, taking into account that we have civilian traffic as well, and that traffic is way faster than them, but oh well. We will modify the speed if we think it's necessary. So, as you can see, these guys are forming up around the carrier group. Let's speed it up even more. So this is like 15 times real speed. What we are observing here, that whenever we catch the convoy comes around the Sukumi zone, we want these aircraft to engage them before. So that means that we kind of set it up kind of alright as timing wise. Okay, so I sped it up a little bit more because it was a little weird that they were not pushing. Okay, now they are pushing because we see they are actually climbing. Let's take a look. These aircraft are doing a gradual climb, which is what we want. Okay, let's take a look now at our column. So it's just exiting the city, which is good. And let's see when the two forces will meet actually. So the estimations maybe were a little bit too optimistic that they will meet somewhere in the middle. Column, it's moving a little bit slowly. But we'll see what the aircraft will actually do when they start to attack it. So they should start somewhat. To engage. Whenever they come closer, we'll speed it down. So 13 miles, 12 miles. Okay, let's slow it down. And let's see how this will play out. Okay, so the first Maverick is already in the air. Let's see at the weapon. Yep. So the first Maverick and also the other ones are in flight. Let's see what they are targeting. I'm very curious. Hopefully they will target the actual anti-air first, and then they will go for the tanks. Let's take a look at map view. So these are all Mavericks flying. It looks like they might have attacked different targets, which is good. Let's take a look. So the convoy, so this is the convoy. It's moving a little bit slowly, we can speed it up. Maybe. Let's take a look at the weapon. So now they are on final trajectory. Okay, so this looks nice. Okay, so that's an anti-air down. And now they are dispersing. That's what we want to see. So, 2 vehicles down. Well, that's it. Those Mavericks hit their targets. And let's see with the F10 what is happening currently. So this looks like a bomb. They are also already targeting everything that they can see. So this is nice. This is a lot of firepower for this little convoy. But that's the idea, to destroy it completely. And also these Kamaz is already pretty well hit. Yes, A9 is still alive, which worries me a little bit. But now it's not anymore. Okay, so I guess this mission is feasible for the flight with these settings, and even if we fly it, we should be able to accomplish it. Yeah, those Maverick missiles are pretty deadly. They were launched from pretty far away as well. Let's take a look at the aircraft. What they are doing. So this is doing an attack run. That is basically dropping a bomb and guiding it with the laser pod. It's quite a cloudy day. So I'm very impressed that the actual laser targeting is working. Quite well, I would say. Okay, so this guy is going for another run. Let's look at him. So bombs away. And those guys are basically powerless to these kind of attacks. So maybe what I would do is that I will equip 2 aircraft with laser designated bombs, and I will equip the other ones with cluster munitions. And in the mission we will fly the planes with the cluster munitions, so we can make it a little bit more engaging and fun. And these guys will get also hammered pretty effectively. And now the flight will form up and they will go back to the carrier. Yep. Let's put them there, and they're dropping in altitude, and let me see until they go there if I can see. No, these are the other ones. I wanna see the landing, the LSO position, if I can actually get into it. Okay, I was able. And let's search for it. Landing signal officer, left alt and F9. Okay, let's see. Left alt F9. Ah, okay, perfect. So we'll be able to see actual LSO position. That's cool. Now F10, and let's speed up the process. What the heck? Okay, that one I think just messed up the game a little bit. but now it looks like it's okay. Let's see if we can follow the flight to the carrier. Let's speed it up a little. Okay, so these guys are entering into the pattern right now. They have hooks down. That means that they will soon fly over. Let's see, do they have any bombs left? Yes, some of them, yes. Yeah, definitely we can work with less laser guided weapons and more dome bombs and cluster munitions. So what will happen now is that the light lead should peel off after they go over the carrier. Like this. And we should see. We have to go back to the ship and left alt F9 and LSO position, and we can see that the first plane is already coming back. There it is, so he's already inside of landing config. Looks like. And we have the high F flows already up. So round about there you want to be at 600 AGL. And when you turn in and do that turn, you want to have around 30 degrees of bank angle. And when you come towards the ship, you want to have around, I don't know, maybe 410 feet of radar altimeter. And after that you just fly the ball and the ship. So we should see the plane soon. Yep, so he's in view. Let's put it like this. And looks like he's flying a pretty nice approach. So that was pretty nice one wire. Let's see the other one. So what we can also see on this display right here is the guys on the stack. Their flight number, the name, and I think this is the landing time. Maybe, but I'm not sure. Another one is coming. So let's see this landing also, because it's pretty cool, to be honest, to see them. Oh, this was a 4-wire. And as you can see, the AI does a pretty good job at landing. It's doing a better job than myself, I think. Definitely. We can move around like this with the WASD keys, apparently. That's cool. Let's move a little higher so we can also see behind when they land. So let's see this guy. He's coming in pretty nicely. And now he's on right path. Let's see. So that's a 2-wire. So all of our planes have landed, have executed their mission, and the airfield is safe. So it's a pretty good mission, I would say. Let's go. Quit it. Quit the simulation. And let's do the modifications that I said that we'll do. So let's go here. And the first one, it's a client. And the client will have a weapon slot. So that's me of Mavericks. And we'll go with bombs and CPUs. So these are the cluster bombs. My idea is that probably the other guys will just go and deal with the harder targets, and I will go and deal with the softer targets with the CPU. Okay, so Rockeye Mark 20. Okay, so this is the same weapon as the other one. So PRU-33 with 20 Rockeyes. Let's see the other one. CBF Mark 20 Rockeyes. Okay, so this weapon loadout, I think it's more suitable for our mission, dealing with the trucks. Because we don't want to expand a lot of laser-guided bombs. Reality. And let's go and set this guy as well up with some Rockeyes. And over here as well. This. So now we have myself and my wingman flying through cast mission, and the other guys will just drop in their bombs. Okay, that's good. So let's just make a little bit of math over here with the convoy. So we have bombs for per plane, that's 8 bombs, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 harder targets like APCs and IFVs and tanks, and we have Mavericks for these guys over here, and for other targets as well. So we have plenty of firepower to cripple this convoy long before it will reach the airbase. So let's save the mission. And that's how we set up the Hornets, and that's how we set up the convoy. One more thing, how we set up the aircraft carrier so we can actually recover on it. First thing, before everything, that we wanna set up a TACAN, like this. So I want to give it a number, a name, and a unit. And this is how you set up a TACAN. Then we want an ICLS. This is more for nighttime landings, and also Link 4 and ACLS are also for nighttime landing mostly. We'll probably not use it first because we fly in daytime, and we will do a case 1 recovery. Another thing that we have to check if we have on the planes the NVGs or the other type. And we have the JHMCS installed. Perfect. Okay, let's see the other ones. Okay, we can't because they are AI and we don't really care about them. Okay, good. So, okay, we have on the aircraft carrier some static objects, so we make it a little bit more live, like when we land and we do the brake, carrier brake, it's prettier. And then we have in the carrier group, we have some destroyers, and we have a submarine, maybe? What is this? Yeah, we have a submarine. So let's move the submarine front of the fleet, like so. And here we have the units set up to perform tasks, and us are ready to apply the mission. Another thing that we can also add is the weather. Let's check how the weather should be set up. So first of all, what I like to do is to set a date, and according to the date, you will be able to have the moon phase. As you can see now, we have a clear moon, but if we move to the 25th July, we have not so full moon. We have a very little moon. So this, it's pretty bad in nighttime operations because you don't have a lot of moonlight. But if we go back to the 16th, you can see that we have a good moon. Let's go 15th. I don't know which was the day that we were there. So 6, 4, okay, 14th. Looks like a pretty full moon. After we set up when we want to run, we want to run it, let's say, at dawn because they are moving from the night and we just spotted them, our lookouts, let's say. And after we set up the time when we start the mission, we will set up the clouds. So when we drop laser guided munitions or any type of mission that it's required to have a good view of the target, it's very good to have little cloud cover. But overall here, if we put the clouds at 12,000 feet of altitude, we should have a pretty good unobstructed view our target, because what we'll do when we reach waypoint number 3, we will drop down below the cloud cover so we can actually visually identify our column. Okay, good. Then let's set ice and halo. I like it to put it on automatic, and then whenever we play with the weather, I do it in the following way, because having zero wind, it's not very realistic and it's not very fun. We want to feel a little bit of turbulence when we fly the plane, and especially it comes into account whenever we are landing and taking off at lower speeds. So what we'll do, I usually just press random weather, and I'm looking for the autumn, like you see, summer and rain. And let's say it's a rainy day, but we don't have rain here. So let's find a preset that they have, and let's say we are in summer, clouds and wind. If we click this one, nothing happens, but if we randomly set it, I think it changes the weather. Should we go with rain? I really don't like it. Let's try to set it manually. Let's end wind. Nothing changed, right? Okay, summer, clouds and wind. This should be okay. And instead of 2, let's go with 4. So it's a little more scenery. We have more scenery over here. And as you can see, these are the directions of the wind. What is very important, that whenever we are landing, the carrier will always fly, or will always navigate. So we have a wind that is blowing like this towards the aircraft carrier's landing deck. So what we want to go, put here and check this. And we see that our heading is 106, and if we go the other way around, is 287. So we want the wind to blow from 287. That's very perfect. Let's have a little bit of a crosswind. So 293. And I hope it's saved. It is saved. Okay, good. And now we have also the weather setup. Let's see. Press save. So, everything is kind of set up. So we have set up the carrier group with TACANs and link force, ACLS and ICLSs. We have set up the wind to blow over the aircraft carrier in the desired direction of landing. Then we set up here a point that he will go, the aircraft carrier. And we also have set up the planes. We'll fly, so close air support. We have 4 planes, like this. One of them is a client, the other one are aces. We have our waypoints. And we have also our column set up. Okay, maybe we can give them a little bit more speed. Let's say 40 knots, but 32 is maximum. So yeah, but it's good enough. So that's the idea. They are trying to head towards our airfield and they want to capture it. But we will try to stop them and hopefully we'll be able to. Yeah, so this should be a pretty simple mission. What I will do is that we'll keep these assets over here because it's okay to have them. It doesn't bother us anymore. And we have here a portable TACAN landing in Batumi. That's for heavy weather. Landing on airfields. Okay, so thank you very much for watching the video until the end. In the next video, we'll fly the mission and we'll try to perform our ground attack. We will try to identify and find these moving targets with the radar of the aircraft, and that's gonna be interesting if it will work or not. We'll see. But until the next time, fly safe. Goodbye.